Hello, and welcome to the School Board Report for November 29th, 2022. I'm your host, Konner Hines, along with School Board President John Landers. Thank you so much, Mr. Landers, for joining us today.
Yep. Thank you, Konner. Glad to be back.
So the last time you were here, it was just before this big election day. We had 2 renewal levies on the ballot, and they were passed, so what's next?
So I think, first off, we're just very thankful to the community and everyone that supported those levies. We had an operating levy on the ballot as well as a permanent improvement levy, and, just very supportive and very thankful to the entire community. And especially with the permanent improvement levy, making it a continuing levy, so it's not going to be on the ballot. Again, gives us really some flexibility to really start having a conversation about the future of Center. We know that's an aging building. We know we have to come up to a plan to either remodel, or potentially replace in a different location. And I expect in early 2023, we'll start having those conversations as a board, as a school district, and as a community. I think we need to be open and transparent with the community about what we're doing and really gather a lot of input, from families, from business leaders, and even from students from K through 12, because you guys are the ones in the buildings every day, going to school and participating in activities. We should listen to your input as well about what makes a positive school building. So hopefully, an exciting thing for the community, and stay tuned, to news from the district or news from BSTN about, either some upcoming meetings or updates.
So I read in the Vendicare this week that the Market Street Elementary School properties is moving along with the demolition, and it should be pretty soon to make way for the Stormwater Park. Can you tell us a little bit more about this front parcel and the plans for an education pavilion?
Sure. I think the one thing across many things that's wonderful about that project is just it's so collaborative, and there's so many partnerships working around, and especially whether it be with the water district, the township, the county commissioners, or we've been lucky to receive a good amount of grant money. But really already in Glenwood, we've had great teachers, especially at our 7th and 8th grade level, working on that project, giving our students real life experience in that water park. Planting things, whether it be like, what type of trees do we plant in there, or what types of educational opportunities. And in kind of those continued discussions, we want to have an educational pavilion that our students and the community have an opportunity to use to kind of have a real life class there. So we're working with a variety of people, and it's really being led by, Jason Lurie, who's the township administrator, and part of the water district to design. I think so far to date, they've received a $750,000 grant to help build that piece. I think it also has a good chance to be used by students from Youngstown State University, who are in the engineering fields, and hopefully that provides some mentorship opportunities for them, for our students as well. But be kind of part pavilion, part classroom, but hopefully some lab and some other types of equipments, for our students and other people to be able to use to, I think, really make it a great, vibrant, educational, but also park, and have some functional purposes to really help, with stormwater and, water in our area in general.
And speaking of community, especially since we're such a community-oriented school and everything that's happening, the board just had a meeting recognizing most of our students that are doing a lot in the community. Can you go into more detail about what's happening there?
Yes, so today's Tuesday, November 29th. We had our board meeting last night at the high school and recognized a variety of students from the 7th and 8th grade level up through the high school. I think there are several we want to highlight. Aiden Whitman is a student who's working towards his Eagle Scout badge and worked with the fire department to kind of do a project related that they use for their fire station open house. So Chief Pitzer there from the fire department was there to kind of highlight the project. So very thankful for our collaboration with them, and I think just a really good project for community service, but something that's also very functional for the fire department. And then our Glenwood cross-country girls team were AAC championships and had the runner of the year, and that's I think it was Haley Barrow was there. And then our boys cross-country runner was an 8th grader. He was also the runner of the year, Jonathan Burgos. So I think we're really excited for those 7th and 8th grade athletes who had a great year, and look forward to having them join our high school team in the next couple of years. But also I think both at the AAC level and the district level, we highlighted some co-players of the year in boys soccer, Carson Esed and Sava Cernak. So I think Sava's a junior and Carson's a senior, so really great years for for both of them. And then lastly, in cross country, in the high school cross country team, David Del Torio and Brock Ferris both qualified for state in cross country. David finished 20th and Brock 43rd. And if I remember correctly, I think both were also academic All-Ohio. So I think all of those students, athletes, and students that we recognized are involved in so many things in the classroom and extracurricularly, and are great, examples of students at Boardman High School. So.
Yes, and congratulations to all of those students. So I don't mean to keep making these trips about me, but this coming Virginia in April, the chorale and chorus groups are going on a trip, and I'm going with them, of course. Can you go into a little bit more detail about that?
Sure. I think that's kind of, one of the educational benefits, and I'm sure, as a senior, a great way to kind of remember and have some highlights for your senior year, but it's part of, I think, just the education, the education of life. You get to see different parts of the country, get to build relationships, with your peers, and you get to meet people from different parts of the country. I think all of you will also attend a professional workshop geared towards performance skills, I believe. Also get to attend a show and see some different museums. So I think, as you maybe grow up and gain a little wisdom, I think it's important to see, different parts of the country, live in different areas and gain that experience. And, I know I had that opportunity and was really thankful to come back to this area. So I hope you all enjoy it, and I'm sure we'll talk about that one. And I believe that you're also participating in the band field trip. So
I am. That's this week.
So good. Well, enjoy.
This is being recorded.
So good. Well, enjoy that. So.
Thank you. Thank you on behalf of all of the arts. We know how much time you put into this. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Sure. I just wanted to say really congratulations to you and so many of your peers that were part of the cast of Seussical, or part of the crew, or part of the pit, or just really involved in the production. I think, it's always just a great time to go see a show, and I think I would hope, what did you think? I'm sure it was a lot of fun to perform on that stage and the BPAC. So what were your highlights?
Yeah, it was so much fun. It's definitely mixed emotions because it's my last fall musical, but it was so much fun, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And thank you again for supporting us and coming to see and everything.
No, it's great, and I thought, I think I went on Friday evening. I think it was a great crowd, so I'm hopeful all of you had great crowds for the show. So.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Landers, for joining us today. I'm Konner Hines, and this is BSTN. Thank you guys, and have a great day.